Yeah, the guys are feeling good. Obviously, we were upset and embarrassed with our performance over in Utah, and to come over to Denver, get it to 5 at the end of the third quarter. We genuinely believed we could have won the game, so we're always going to have that slightly bitter taste in our mouth. But at the end of the day, we improved as a team, both on and off the court, and that was the goals going into it. So it's been a fantastic few weeks, and I can't believe it's coming to an end. And now we've closed the book on the pre-season, and now we start focusing on Adelaide and Game 1 of 2018-19.
What was the catalyst for the change during the week?
Oh, look, we just got to. A lot of it, you've got to experience it for yourself. So you can talk about going and playing NBA teams, but sometimes you've got to step foot on the court and get the pace of the game, the athleticism, the size of the court, the new rules. So experiencing it, even though it wasn't in an exciting way or a positive manner in that first game, we learnt a lot from it, both from how we approached the game, what we did during that 48 minutes, but probably more so looking at Utah. They're one of the best teams in the world, so we took a lot out of what they do well, and how we can implement that into our style of play.
And the Denver game was obviously your first NBA experience. How did you find it?
Yeah, I loved it. It was a lot of fun being on the court. It's one of those things now that during the season I'll be able to sit on a couch, watch the Nuggets play, and be able to say I guarded some of those guys. So I thoroughly enjoyed it. And then being able to be a spectator when I was iced up for the last quarter, seeing the guys give it their all, I was very proud of my teammates. And Bryce Cotton, what a special display. But then someone like Jesse Wagstaff, who lived in Denver for 4 years, had plenty of his in-laws in the crowd. I thought he was great as well. Yeah, fine. So it was preventative more than anything. I got told I could play the first half. Managed to convince them to give me a few more minutes in the third quarter, but then lost the battle trying to play more in the fourth. So the strength and conditioning coach Josh and Dave Philpott, our physio, they were honest up front and said, no, you're not going to play more than 15 minutes, and managed to get close to that. Oh, it's crazy that, it's more so managing probably hotel fatigue as much as the jet lag itself, because we have been on the road a long time now, especially if you include the Blitz. We had 1 day back in Perth, so it's about trying to get back into some sleep routine, but then focusing our energy on Adelaide and not focusing on some of the negative stuff, like being away from our wives and children, because that's, it's obviously taken its toll to this point, but there's that freshness that comes with Game 1 of the season. Adelaide have won more regular season games than any other teams over the last 4 years. They've been fantastic, and they're only 1 win away from winning a championship last year. So we know that if we look at all these other things for excuses not to perform well, Adelaide will take full advantage. It's about being our best on Thursday.